Hey now, it's Sharon, and I'm back to share another one of my ideas on how to reform the police based on my experience, my perspectives while I was policing. If you're new to the channel, I am retired detective. I worked for 20 years for a southeastern city in the US, and I was also in the military. I'm sharing my experiences, perspectives, and opinions on this platform in hopes of setting up a table in which we can talk about police reform and retooling the police. Excuse me. And with that being said, I wanted to touch on last week and a couple of videos ago about spirituality and policing and what I went through concerning my faith and things like that. My faith took a back seat early in my career. I prayed. I've been praying since I was little. My parents taught me how to pray. It's funny how they both taught me the same prayer at different times, and they thought they were the first ones to do it. But anyway, they taught me the same prayer, and I've been praying and speaking to God, a higher being, if you will, than myself. And so I wouldn't say I was spiritual, but I had faith in something that was greater than myself. I remember Roots when he picked up the baby and he raised the baby to heaven. He said, "Behold, the only thing greater than yourself." I, at that time, thought he was talking to God about the baby. Of course, when I got older, he showed the baby, the only thing greater than yourself is God. And so, those things, remembering that specific line from the movie and studying and starting to read the Bible for myself. I didn't make the formal confession, if you will, of faith until 2005. But like I said, I prayed every day. I read and I studied. So in 1999 is when I joined the police force. And like I said, I thought I was spiritual. I had this religion, and I was a Christian. I was doing right and things like that. But was I? I had to ask that question. And I think I told the story about policing the homeless and pushing them out of a park. And that really gave me pause on, scripture. And then what am I doing as a police officer enforcing this particular law? They're homeless. They don't have a place to go. And I'm pushing them out. I thought about things like that. I thought about the whole idea about the border, and I'm enforcing, if you will, the ideas about keeping our borders safe. And as a police officer, I did have those thoughts. And then, reading and researching, if we go back in history before big cities and things like that, before that, I remember learning that Long Island was sold for $24, and in trinkets and beads and mirrors and things like that. And I remember being taught and thinking, wow, that wasn't very smart. But in researching and understanding, the indigenous people did not believe you could own land. So there weren't any borders, so to speak, and there wasn't any land ownership, so to speak. And they got along just fine, if you think about it. So reading, studying, researching history, and then policing, I'm like, it's giving me pause. And I talked about having peace. I wanted peace more than anything else as I got older and further in my career. And what I was seeing in policing was not giving me peace. So which was more important, peace, or do I keep policing because I need to make money, I need to have a paycheck, but I want to be significant in policing, not necessarily successful, but significant, meaning touching somebody's life for the better, for the positive. Successful, I just looked at it as I'm going to turn my blind eye, not see all of this corruption, and make rank, and then do something about it. That was my idea. But then it changed throughout my career because of the faith that I was gaining. It changed to significance, meaning if whoever I encounter, let it be good and pleasant. Let it be encouraging and life-giving. I don't want to take anybody's life, and I don't want anybody taking my life. But the encounters, you know, the daily encounters, hey, how you doing? Okay, what's going on here? I always viewed that through the lens of my faith. And so that helped me grow as an individual, and it gave me some peace. Now, what was going on within the department, a lot of things didn't give me peace. So then I started to speak up. But then, you know, things come at you, people come at you, ideologies come at you, ideas come at you, and that weighs a lot. But again, my faith, in people know him as Jesus. Some people call him Yahweh, but Jesus gave me the stability and the comfort in knowing that I could just lean back on him like John did. And so having that in policing, I slept better. I slept like mouth open type sleep, but you know, I slept good. But yeah, I just wanted to share that little bit with you. Spiritually, you need something that's bigger than yourself to believe in. I honestly believe that, and something that is life-giving and encouraging, bigger than yourself. But I'll leave it at that. I'll share a little bit more next week, and take a look at our online store. The link is in the description. And always remember, you don't necessarily have to go through a thing to learn from it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.